An island getaway resort became the scene of a deadly crime while millions were celebrating the end of a new year. Now, a devastated family will have to hold a celebration of life for a young worker shot and killed by a believed to be disgruntled ex-employee.
It's a tragedy to begin this new year, and that family might never get justice past the suspect's self-inflicted death. Now, the Collier County Sheriff's Office is staying tight-lipped about the case. So WIC News anchor Emma Heaton spoke to a former employee at the Port of the Islands Resort to better understand what exactly happened.
Well, most people in Collier County were ringing in the New Year Sunday. Horror ensued inside the walls of Port of the Islands Resort.
It's just basically casts a big shadow over the place.
A former employee who asked I keep him anonymous told me he was texting with resort staff who moments before became witnesses to a deadly shooting.
They told me exactly who was killed.
He told me the shooter was an ex-employee who lost their management role, and the victim, he says, was a young man who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Collier County Sheriff's Office confirmed part of that in this Facebook post, which states the suspect is a former employee, and that former employee entered the resort's lobby at 3:25 p.m. on New Year's Eve and shot another staff member who died of their injuries. Detectives won't say who the victim is. The former employee I spoke to says otherwise.
I mean, I'm heartbroken for the parents. You know, I mean, it's sad because that kid was in the military. He did everything right. You know, he was about to turn the corner and have a good life, and all of a sudden, some crazy person comes and takes his life.
But what about the suspect? Deputies immediately evacuated the hotel, and after an extensive search for the gunman, deputies found him dead inside a hotel office of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. The former employee told me he knew the shooter too. What were your thoughts on him? What kind of person was he?
I just thought he was unstable from the get-go.
Would you ever expect him to do something like this?
Yeah, I mean, he was posting all kind of crazy stuff on Nextdoor and there's even other posts that were deleted that he posted.
Some of those posts, the former hotel employee told me, focus on the hotel and its owner, though the sheriff's office has yet to name a suspect or a possible motive. I'll keep pushing for answers. In Collier County, Emma Heaton, WIC News.